everyone, how's everyone doing? I am doing fantastic. I am so honored that I am part of Jenofeve Design's design team. This is my project for the month of February. Oh my gosh, I just loved doing this book. I can't tell you, see, I'm speechless. I just loved it. This month we were given the mini everlasting to do as our project. It's basically the same template as the everlasting, but just smaller. The everlasting used 8x8. This uses 6x6 paper pads, which is so awesome because Joann's had a sale. You bought one, you got one for free a couple of weeks ago, so I bought a few and it just worked out perfectly. So the book that I decided to make is kind of like a springy book. I'm thinking like for Mother's Day, along those lines, you know. I used the template for the 2 pages. I only did 2 pages in it. So I'm going to go through the book and tell you what pages that I used and just show you what I did. And then I'm going to actually show you some of the embellishments and show you how I made these, because I made these by hand. So I want to show you how I did that in case you're interested. This little girl, isn't she so cute? I love her. She is a stamp that I have gotten, and I have watercolor markers that I used to paint her, and I used a little bit of this glossy accents to make it look like it was, you know, slick. So I used that. This is the page 7, the pocket on page 7. This pocket is. I used, for my cover, I used chipboard, and I used this time, I actually used duct tape as my binding, to bind it together, and I liked that so much better, so I think I'm going to probably do that from now on. The way that I got the cover to look like fake leather is used tissue paper and paint. So, and I have done that before, and I have a video out there about how I did that. So that's how I did that. And so let's open it up to the first page. Again, I'm going to show y'all how I made these cute little, I don't know what these things are called. I have no idea, but they're cute as all get out, so I like them. I used the bow template again. This is, let me just move this out of the way. This is page 7 pocket again, and then this is the top of page 10. I just cut it, and I kind of had to slit this page to get it down in there because I wanted a pocket here, but I also wanted a pocket here, which is what I have. So these, I also played a lot with, I got a new gel plate. I've never had a gel plate before, so I played a lot with them. And so, like, this is part of my gel plate that I did. This is actually parchment paper, and I just cut it out and put it on the back of the card. And these pockets want to sometimes give me a little bit of trouble putting this stuff back in there. Come on, there you go, buddy. Yeah. Okay. And I put a magnet there. And then this I got the wood template. So again, this is again jelly plate paper that I use. And this is actually vellum. I jelly plated on the vellum, and then I used stamps to stamp script and a little musical notes there. And then this was a white flower that I used watercolor on to color it. And then, let's see. Again, these things sometimes give me such a hard time. Okay, and then the insert here I used a little brad that looks like a button. Aren't they cute? I love those. And then I used the little safety pin things that we use for the ornaments. I mean, good Lord, guys, I got like 500 of them, so I need to use them. So I just used that to kind of do a little placement holder thing. And that's the paper line, but this is from my jelly plate. And again, this is on vellum. Y'all, I played a whole day with that jelly plate. I love it. I love it. I got obsessed with it just a little bit. Let me put this back on there. And then, again, I made this little butterfly. Now, this is the double pocket from page 10, from page 14, right? And I used the bow again, but I thought that was so cute to use the little, to make it into a little flip, a little flippity. Again, I used magnets, and then here's that little guy. Again, I'm going to show y'all how I made these, because I just love them. I think they're so cool. And then this again is just the insert. This is page 7 on the insert. And put the little butterfly back on there. And then over here, I did some barn doors, which are on page 12. And I put a little string that you can tie it, and a little umbrella. And then when you open them again, this is magnetized. And then I have a stamp that so happens to be a mason jar. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes. So I made the little stamp, and again used my gel plate and jelly plate paper vellum. And I have these little tuck spots with it. Here's a little, I don't know what those are called. Bookmarks? I don't know. They're cute. I like it. And then I got the belly band here. And then in here I've got the insert. And this is from page 8. And again, I put a little brad on here. I did buy these. These were, I got those from Michael's, I think. Or no, Joann's. They were on sale. No, Hobby Lobby. Sorry, Hobby Lobby. But it, you know, it went with the theme. And again, these are the jelly plate. Isn't that cute? That's jelly plate 2. I used jelly plate to make that little bow. And magnet. And you really don't need this string, but I just thought it was cute. Just give us a little something. And then our inside is just, I left it kind of plain. The insert right in there. And then on the back page I have a flip, and this is actually the base page, the option B. And I just took the tabs off to make it a flip. And then this right here is actually this is the double, what's it called, the double thingy, double pocket, that's it. From page 14. Sorry y'all, I'm tired. And then this is, the top is from page 9, that I just put it in there just to give us some pockets here. And then these are the inserts. And I put little lace on the bottom of that. I thought that was cute. And that is it. That's the book. So it came out super cute, I think, and I really loved, again, I loved working on it. So flipping cute. So that is it. So now, let me show you how I made a few of these items. Okay, so I want to show you how I made this guy. This guy is actually a brad. I made this part and then glued it on a brad to make that. So I want to show you how to make the butterfly and the flowers and the, let's see, was it in here? I think so. I think there was one in there. And this guy. So let's go over the one with the clothespin first. And just put these back where I had them. Uh-oh, I don't remember. Oh, this was on the front. Okay, so move that over to the side. So let's start with, you're going to need a clothespin, and I got these from Joann's. They're also at Hobby Lobby, so you can find them. I had seen these, you know, already made, and I thought, oh my gosh, that's a cute little thing, but I want to customize it. So first thing you need to do is get your stamps, whatever stamps you like, and stamp them on a piece of thin paper. This is parchment paper. You can use tissue paper. You can use deli paper. Just as long as it's thin, as this is. And then you're just going to cut out a piece to glue onto your pin, your clothespin. So you just cut you out a piece, and I use matte medium to glue it on. I put matte medium here and matte medium on the back of the paper, and then matte medium on the top, and then you will get something that looks like this once it's nice and dried. And then you just go and trim off your excess paper like you know, normally would. And then what I like to do, of course it's your preference, especially like if you have a color that you're going for and you have that ink in that same color, then you can use, you know, colored inks. But what I like to do is I like to get my archival, the coffee color, because it's not too dark, and I use that to just go over the paper to give it a vintage look. Okay, and so that is how you prep for your clothespin. You can also, I used a jelly plate and created this, and did the exact same concept, and I got this. But what I ended up doing was taking, instead of stamping the paper first, I just stamped after I got it on there, because it was kind of an afterthought. Okay, so that's how you do the clothespin. Now I'm going to show you how to do the butterflies, because we're going to be using eyeshadow, guys. Alright, so let me get everything ready for that, and I will be right back. And then I have, okay, wipe this off. Then I have this embossing powder that is sticky. I got this from Joann's. I got it online, but you know, they have it at Michael's. And so we're just going to pour a whole bunch on here, because it's just going to go right back in the container. Okay, so you have it like that. Just get this off this paper. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to use our heat gun, our heating tool. And now this is the trick. You don't want it to get, you don't want to put heat on it too long, because if you do, then it's not going to work, because you want it to be sticky. So if you put it on even a second too long, it dries it out. So because of the black ink, you're going to be able to see that it's changing colors. And the minute that, or the second, millisecond actually, that you see that it's changing color, get the heat off of it because you'll want it to stay sticky. Alright, so I'm going to turn this on, but I will mute the sound so that you will see what I'm talking about. It doesn't take but a second. That's it. I mean, you don't want to go too much longer on it. And I'm hoping I didn't go too long. Alright, so now you've got the sticky on there. Now, what I'm going to use is makeup. I have these loose makeup that I got from the dollar store. This is just dollar makeup in the powdered form, and it's shimmery. Now you want to use shimmer because if you don't use shimmer, it's not going to quite, I mean, it'll just be matte. I've not used matte, so I don't know exactly what that's going to look like, but you'll want it to be shimmery. So I'm going to use for my flower, I like this gold color. Sunshine is what they call it. And you're just going to take your brush and you're just going to go over the entire flower with it. And this is where you find out if it's sticky or not, because the powder should stick to the stamp. You can also use glitter to do this, fine glitter. That works as well if you want to do that. And I'm using, oh, I've already said I'm using watercolor paper because I'm going to be using watercolor markers. But on the butterfly, I'm just going to be using regular old scrap cardstock. Alright. So that looks about good. And then what I have here is a little Swiffer that goes on like a, you know, Swiffer thing. And I'm just going to buff it. And then I see that some of this is not quite got some gold on it, so I'm just going to go right back over it with the gold. Okay, and then we'll rub it again, kind of buffing it. So, and then you can feel it, and it does not feel sticky, so we're good. So there is that part. Isn't that cool? I don't know if y'all could see the shimmer. It's hard for me to tell in my viewfinder. But I just love this. It looks so cool. Okay, so now I'm just going to take my watercolor markers. And these are new to me. I just got them. And oh my gosh, I love them. I love them. There's all the colors that they have. So I think I'm going to go with maybe a teal color. So I think I'm going to go with number either 10 or 11. Let's go with 10. The only thing is they're not marked. I had to mark on myself, but other than that, they're cool. And then I'm just going around, just putting lines in, really, right now. Because it's watercolor, you can kind of fudge your shadows and highlights with it, right? All right. And then the center, I'm using this greenish color for the center because I just liked that color. I think it plays well with the gold. And then I'm just going to take my, I have a, what is this called? A brush pen. And see, I'm just going over it. And I'm just letting the water do its thing onto the cardstock or the watercolor paper. And so where did my, I had a paper towel on, I don't know where it went. You can, if you feel like it's too much, you can blot it like so, and then there you go. Isn't that so adorable? I love it. I love it. And then of course, if you want to go with different colors, you can, if you want it to have, you know, different. But I just love that. And so now all you do is you just fussy cut it out. And once you do that, then you have your flower, right? And then you can glue it onto whatever. I mean, you could glue it onto this one, or you can glue it onto, you know, whatever one that you've made. So I'm going to fussy cut that out, and then I'm going to glue it on there, and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got it cut out, and I'm just going to take some of my potting soil by Archival ink and go around the edges just to knock down that starkness of the white where you cut out, you know. I've also used the Timber Brown. It's just your preference on how dark you want it to be. I kind of don't want it too dark, so there we go. Aw, isn't that adorable? And I'm going to actually glue it onto this because I want it to look like a flower. And I just use my Faber-Tac. Just put a little bloop, because that's all you need. And then just put it down. And voila! You have your little holder, clip holder. I don't know technically what this thing is called. I've just seen them and I'm like, that is so cute. Because I know you can, you know, use them to hold pictures or whatever. So we'll let that dry, which shouldn't take long. Alright, and then the butterfly is the exact same concept. I will show you that really quickly. I won't go over because it is the exact same thing basically. But like I said, I'm just using regular old cardstock that's left over from the making the album. Okay, but what I'm going to use, I got this at the Dollar Tree because I bought it specifically for this because I loved the colors. So again, we're just going to kind of paint with these colors with the eyeshadow. One more thing that I'm going to show. So I've got this guy. Okay, so we're going to make him. And I just went to Office Depot and bought a thing of paper clips. And I have got some Archival ink here that's in the bottle. And then I have these that I got from Hobby Lobby. They are called round epoxy stickers. now you have one of these cute little, are they bookmarks? I don't know, that's what I would call them. So, and they go with your decor. You know, you could even just use just your pattern paper and cut out circles and use these little epoxy stickers and make just your paper, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to use stamps and stuff like that if you don't have them. But I think that is so cute. So cute. So there you go. So that is what I have for y'all today. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it inspired you to, you know, give some of these things a try and just play and have fun. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, share it, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. And if you have, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. But don't forget to hit the notification button to be notified for every time that we post a video. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for watching. Y'all be good to one another. I'll talk to you later. Bye.